Have you ever wondered about the connection between cortisol and stress? It's an intriguing relationship that is central to how our bodies respond to stressful situations. Let's start with cortisol. This is a steroid hormone produced by your two adrenal glands, which sit on top of each kidney. Cortisol plays a crucial role in numerous bodily functions, such as regulating blood sugar levels, metabolism, reducing inflammation, and assisting with memory formulation. But perhaps most notably, it's known as the stress hormone. Now, why is it called the stress hormone, you ask? Well, when we're faced with a stressful situation, our body goes into a state of high alert, a survival mechanism ingrained in us from our ancestors known as the fight or flight response. This response triggers the release of various hormones, including adrenaline, and, you guessed it, cortisol. Cortisol's role here is multifaceted. It helps to maintain fluid balance and blood pressure, while also suppressing non-emergency bodily functions like the immune response and digestion. It also works to keep the body on high alert by flooding it with glucose, supplying an immediate energy source to large muscles. But the production of cortisol isn't a free-for-all. It's carefully regulated by another part of our body, the pituitary gland. This pea-sized gland, located at the base of our brain, is often referred to as the master gland due to its wide effects on our body. When we wake up, exercise, or face a stressful event, the pituitary gland reacts. It sends a signal to the adrenal glands to produce the right amount of cortisol. This intricate system ensures that our body responds appropriately to various situations, keeping us alert and ready to face any challenges that come our way. So in essence, our body's stress response triggers the release of cortisol. Now that we've established the connection between cortisol and stress, let's delve into the role of cortisol in the body. Known as the stress hormone, cortisol is a steroid hormone produced by our adrenal glands, which are perched right on top of our kidneys. This hormone plays a pivotal role in a variety of our body's functions. It helps regulate our metabolism, reduce inflammation, control our blood sugar levels, and even influence our memory formation. Quite the multitasker, isn't it? But as with most things in our body, balance is key. Having the right balance of cortisol is essential for our overall health, and producing too much or too little can lead to a host of health problems. When cortisol levels are persistently high, it can lead to weight gain, hypertension, and diabetes. On the other hand, too little cortisol can result in weakness, fatigue, and low blood pressure. Now you might be wondering, what controls the production of cortisol? Well, the answer lies in a pea-sized gland at the base of our brain called the pituitary gland. Often referred to as the master gland, the pituitary gland regulates the production of cortisol in our adrenal glands. When we wake up, exercise, or face a stressful event, our pituitary gland reacts by sending a signal to our adrenal glands to produce the right amount of cortisol. However, sometimes things can go awry. Certain medical conditions can disrupt this delicate balance. For instance, Cushing's syndrome is a condition that occurs when our bodies produce too much cortisol, often due to tumors on the pituitary or adrenal glands. On the other hand, Addison's disease is a condition where our adrenal glands don't produce enough cortisol. So, maintaining the right balance of cortisol is crucial for our health. It's our body's natural alarm system, helping us navigate stressful situations. But like any alarm system, it needs to be regulated properly to ensure it's not causing more harm than good. What happens when stress becomes a constant in our lives? This is a question that many of us might have pondered over, especially when life seems to be a relentless whirlwind of tasks and responsibilities. The answer lies in the delicate balance of cortisol production in our bodies. Under normal circumstances, cortisol plays a crucial role in our body's response to stress. It's a powerful hormone that helps us confront perceived danger or stress, triggering that essential fight or flight response. But what if stress becomes a chronic part of our everyday life? What happens then? Chronic stress can lead to an overproduction of cortisol, causing its levels to remain elevated over an extended period. While our bodies are designed to handle short-term acute stress situations, they're not quite equipped to deal with a constant overflow of cortisol. This overload can lead to a myriad of health issues. Elevated cortisol levels can result in weight gain, particularly around the abdomen. It can also lead to hypertension or high blood pressure, which is a significant risk factor for heart disease and stroke. Elevated cortisol levels have also been linked to the onset of diabetes, as chronic stress may affect the body's insulin regulation. But the impact of chronic stress and high cortisol levels doesn't stop at physical health. It extends to our mental well-being as well. There's a strong connection between chronic stress, high cortisol levels, and mental health disorders, such as anxiety and depression. Moreover, chronic stress has been associated with negative effects on cardiovascular health, and it has even been linked to the development of certain types of cancer. Brain function, too, isn't immune to the effects of chronic stress. Elevated cortisol levels over a prolonged period can impair memory and learning, and may even contribute to the development of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Clearly, chronic stress can have severe implications for our cortisol levels and overall health. Opening. How can we manage stress and maintain healthy cortisol levels? As the adage goes, prevention is better than cure, and it's no different when it comes to managing stress and cortisol levels. There are a handful of techniques and lifestyle practices that can help keep these levels in check, ensuring our bodies continue to function optimally. Regular exercise is one of the most effective ways to manage stress. Physical activity not only boosts your mood by releasing endorphins, but also helps regulate cortisol levels. Whether it's a brisk walk in the park, a high-intensity workout, or a calming yoga session, any form of exercise can contribute to maintaining a healthy balance of cortisol. Next, a balanced diet plays a significant role in stress management. Consuming a variety of nutrient-rich foods not only fuels our bodies, but also aids in maintaining healthy cortisol levels. Omega-3 fatty acids found in foods like fatty fish and flax seeds have been shown to help reduce cortisol levels. Similarly, foods rich in vitamin C, such as oranges and strawberries, can help curb cortisol production during stressful situations. In addition to these, seeking help from mental health professionals can make a world of difference. Psychologists and therapists provide strategies to cope with stress, from cognitive behavioral techniques to mindfulness practices, aiding in the regulation of cortisol levels. We also have the relaxation response technique, a mind-body strategy that helps counter the stress response. It involves deep breathing, visualization, and progressive muscle relaxation. By practicing these techniques, we can temper the body's stress response, reducing the production of cortisol. Mindfulness and meditation are also incredibly effective. These practices help us stay present, reducing anxiety and stress, and subsequently lower cortisol levels. In conclusion, maintaining healthy cortisol levels is a multifaceted approach involving regular exercise, a balanced diet, professional help, and mind-body techniques. These strategies not only help manage stress, but also contribute to overall well-being. Closing. Managing stress effectively is key to maintaining healthy cortisol levels. Let's summarize what we've discussed today. We've learned that cortisol, a steroid hormone, is produced by our adrenal glands, located just above our kidneys. This hormone plays a pivotal role in our body's response to stress. When we encounter stress, our pituitary gland, often referred to as the master gland, sends a signal to the adrenal glands, triggering them to produce cortisol. We also explored the crucial balance that cortisol maintains within our body. Too much or too little cortisol can lead to a host of health problems. Overproduction often occurs in response to chronic stress, leading to conditions like hypertension, diabetes, and even impacting cardiovascular health, brain function, and cancer development. On the other hand, cortisol is not a villain. In fact, it's indispensable for our survival. It's our body's built-in alarm system, preparing us for the fight or flight response when we're in danger. It's only when this system is overworked due to persistent stress that problems arise. We delved into the role of chronic stress in cortisol production. Chronic stress can lead to an overactive stress response, causing our adrenal glands to pump out cortisol continually. This overproduction can have serious health implications, emphasizing the importance of stress management. We learned various stress management techniques. Regular exercise and a balanced diet can help keep our cortisol production in check. Also, the relaxation response technique involving deep breathing and visualization can counter the effects of chronic stress. Of course, if you're dealing with chronic stress, it's always recommended to seek the help of mental health professionals. Remember, understanding the connection between cortisol and stress can empower us to manage our health better. Always seek professional advice when it comes to health matters.